You won't believe it. Tomorrow, Nick is taking Ella to a mysterious date. The next day, Nick takes Ella to a restaurant. This restaurant is so exclusive that you have to scan your face to get in. It's like a 7 secret lair. Nick was on fire with her humor, making Ella laugh like a blooming flower. They shared wild stories like a comedy duo. Suddenly, they were making silly faces and laughing, turning dinner into a joyful performance compared to their awkward first meeting like a movie plot twist. In that moment, Ella's eyes sparkled with admiration and affection, and Nick's charm was gradually winning her heart. As Nick dropped Ella off at home, the quiet night seemed to spice up their feelings. Ella didn't respond, instead giving a sweet kiss. That kiss sealed their relationship, but Nick's ex-husband happened to be an unwanted third wheel. Talk about awkward. The ex-husband looked shocked at their closeness, but watching Nick drive like a kid left him feeling totally out of place. This time, they went to a dance party hosted by Nick's friend, with Nick gently holding Ella, creating a picture-perfect moment. Despite her upbeat vibe, Nick couldn't help feeling a tad shy under the watchful eyes of the crowd. She fretted that her quirky style might draw attention, but seeing Ella dance freely on the floor made Nick let loose too. Nick didn't hold back, using her silly dance moves to get Ella laughing so hard her stomach hurt. In the dazzlingly lit and dreamlike dance, they were each other's stars, illuminating one another. As the dance gradually drew to a close, Nick drove towards the crossroads ahead, exchanging tender smiles and silently bidding farewell in their hearts. The car turned left as morning sun spelled in, unveiling a new chapter in their story. Nick had made breakfast for Ella, but while getting ready in the mirror, she accidentally kicked the stool, making her feel a bit unsure. She realized it was just her self-esteem playing tricks, and back at work, her assistant curiously asked about their relationship. Ella didn't hesitate to say they were just friends, but deep down she didn't want others knowing her boyfriend was someone's. Later, Ella went to her ex-husband's office to discuss work details, and he snarked, calling her Snow White, hinting she was dating a little man. Although she wouldn't openly admit her feelings for Nick, she definitely didn't want anyone talking smack about her. Out of guilt, Ella decided to pick something out for Nick, but after combing through men's stores, she just couldn't find the right size. Out of desperation, she wandered into a children's clothing store, and the owner, mistaking her intention as buying for her son, kindly suggested matching sweaters. Doll-sized clothing? Seriously? She knew Nick's height didn't matter, but reality waved a magic wand at it mercilessly. Facing all those hurdles, during dinner, Ella accidentally received a surprise gift from Nick, and it made her feel like a kid again. Although Nick seemed strong and upbeat, her inner fragility was evident. She had become accustomed to judgmental stares but never expected warmth to feel so touching. She felt Ella's intentions but also harbored unease since Ella had never brought her into her social circle. When Nick broached the confusion with Ella, though Ella hesitated, she ultimately decided to keep it real. She confided in Nick that ever since her divorce, she lost touch with many friends, and her social life felt like a lone battle. She suggested that if Nick was up for it, they could do a family meet-up and visit her parents. After hearing Ella's suggestion, Nick's worries instantly transformed into joy. On the day of meeting the parents, Ella was all prepped up like she was getting. When Mom saw Nick, 1.3 tall, she openly disdained him like a monster. At the dinner table, Mom didn't even consider Ella's feelings, openly discussing topics like little people talk about enough. When it came time to pay, the parents showed no intention of footing the bill, believing Nick was just the frog prince after their daughter. With strange looks from diners around, under the unbearable pressure, Ella had to emphasize to her mom that they were just friends. After the dinner was concluded, Ella exhaled a sigh of relief as though a heavy burden had been lifted from her shoulders. Nick, with a keen perception, noticed her emotional transformation and gazed at her silently, his eyes filled with concern. To comfort Nick, Ella gave her a deep kiss. Although she felt mixed emotions herself, she absolutely didn't want to lose this girl. The next day, Nick passed by Ella's workplace and decided to drop in, and the two shared a heart-to-heart filled with laughter. Unexpectedly, Ella's ex-husband burst in, bringing about a truly hilariously awkward moment of seamless connection and embarrassment. He frantically yelled, "What are you doing? Huh? Waiting for me? I don't care, just answer me. You need to answer me right now. I'm not leaving this room," he exclaimed comically. "I'm gonna go busy myself." Just then, the assistant walked in again at the worst time, handing Nick a glass of water like it was part of a comedy skit. The atmosphere became awkwardly tense, and Ella rushed to take her ex to another room, but he immediately started with cold remarks. "You left your boyfriend, locked your room, and are playing with others," he smirked, trying to be smug, making everyone want to laugh. Although Ella came back with a witty remark, she couldn't mask her displeasure during the movie night. Nick understood why Ella was upset, and the next day, purposely confronted her ex with a big warning. She sternly warned him to stay away from Ella, otherwise she would play hardball. Nick's patience was limited, while her ex misunderstood the challenge, deciding it was time for a lesson. "You don't lie to me, or not. I'm not." The showdown was getting hilariously intense. The final comical showdown unfolds on the street, with onlookers booing, focusing blame on the ex-husband. This battle of dignity seemed unavoidable, yet onlookers burst out laughing at her ex, leaving him utterly embarrassed. Yet at the next corner, Nick surprisingly caught up with her ex, suggesting a peace offering. It was a total plot twist.